What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about three stocks today. We're going to talk about Tesla, MicroStrategy, and NVTS at the request of Navi, and NK. Three N names, but Navi requested Tesla and MicroStrategy. We're going to talk about NVTS for NK. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We're not going to do the whole video with this ribbon on, but I just thought it's worth mentioning. It does look like you're contracting. It does look like you're moving your way toward it with Tesla. If and when you get below about $204, assuming that happens within the next 2 to 3 weeks and this thing doesn't cross up too much, like probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, if not this week, if you get below there, you're likely going to see this thing make its way down pretty hard to that 150, 140 area, maybe even lower. Absolutely, it could go lower. I want to look at it here, TSLA. I want to look at it on the daily real quick too, and the monthly. Daily looks fine, but you're bleeding. Yeah, it looks like it wants to go down. Based off this, I would say so. You're deep in it. You can't even get out of it. Yeah. Monthly, you could go down. You could afford to go down. Wrestling with it though, contracting. This is what makes me think you probably don't. You could. I was talking to somebody about this. You could go below $100, but I don't think you do. This ribbon is what makes me think you don't. But if you do, if you went below 100, dude, that would be bad. Tesla would not see new all-time highs for years, if ever again. But I don't think that's going to happen personally. I think that it holds this low. But if it goes below that, that's okay. I definitely do think it holds that low. But I feel like if you were to make your way down, you'd have that cross. It just wouldn't look good. So, not that it can't have a false cross, but anything can happen. But from a weekly perspective, piercing into your overbought zone like this and then moving down, getting below your 123 again, I don't think that's a good look in itself. I think from a relative high to a relative low here, hit your 886, closed right below your 618, so I would expect you do move down to about at least $200, at least there, if not 186 to 166. These areas are your targets, and probably 186 to 166 is where I would expect you to go. If we look at this relative low to high, and we delete this fib here, you've got your 618 in that range as well. The 382 is just above this here, but it's very common on your first attempt to pierce the 382. If you hold this area, if you hold that 200 area, and then move back above 230, that would look really good. I'm not anticipating that personally, but if you do that, that would look really good. However, what I would expect at the current given moment would be a move down to about 180 to 150, somewhere in that zone. You're at 222. That's Tesla. Let's look at MicroStrategy, MSTR. I haven't even looked at it this week. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's chilling. 8% down. Oh, that's okay. Oh, this might be the last video I make tonight. I've got some other ones that I need to go over, but they're just going to have to wait until tomorrow. Man, I'm glad that I did not do the live stream on the request night. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. It doesn't matter. I don't think MicroStrategy goes down too much more. It might be moving down because the Bitcoin conference wasn't as bullish as everybody anticipated, but I would expect that you don't fill this gap. If you do, that's okay. Maybe that's exactly what you do. Maybe you go down to $1,420, and that's it. Maybe $1,400. Maybe that's exactly where you go. Maybe you form a relative higher low. Maybe you're consolidating before breaking out of your overall consolidation range. Maybe that's exactly what you're doing. Regardless, you're at $1,600. Regardless if you move down another $200 or not, the amount of upside that you have is far greater than the amount of downside you have. $2,400, $3,050, those are your next targets to come into play. After the split, these will be 10 times less, right? 90% less, I guess. They'd be, I think that math checks out. Anyways, they would be, yeah, that math checks out. Anyways, $240 to $305, those would be your target areas. But if this move happens before the split, which I don't know if it will, this would be your target area. But just, divided by 10 if you want the actual price targets for pre or after the split happens. Regardless, the amount of downside you have is insignificant, largely insignificant compared to the amount of upside you have. MicroStrategy. I wonder what it looks like on this, actually. I wasn't planning on doing this for all of them, but why not? Let's look. Monthly looks great. Weekly looks great. Weekly says, hey, you could fill the gap, and it's still okay. You might go down to 1400, and it's okay if you do. The daily is neutral, and that's what you get with neutral price action. So not really a help there. Anyways, MicroStrategy looking fine. Even if it moves down $200, it's just a matter of time before it's up above 2,000. And if it's after the split, then it's up above 200. And maybe even up to 3,000, man. 300, whatever it'll be. NVTS, Navitas. I thought it had a cool name. Looking like you want to go down, Navitas. Ho ho, buddy. That's not a good look at all. Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry, NK. This does not look good, man. Had hopes, didn't you? Oh, wow. Okay, what you need to do, if you want hope still, you need to hold the line right here. You need to close the week here or higher. It's not all lost, but it does not look good, man. That's literally it, which it's very uncommon, but you need to form a 1-2 triple bottom. That's what you need to do. Because if not, you're about to break out. I don't like the volumes increasing a little bit on this move down. I don't like that. You need to hold the line right here, man. Oh, the 1 hour looks so bad. I was hoping you had bullet. It all looks bad. Dude, I'm calling it. I think it's going down. New all-time lows. Yep. Yeah. Oh, man, that sucks. There's still hope. There's still hope as long as you're not closing this week below $3.60. I'm not optimistic. My next target area would be $2.20 to $1.41. That might not be what you want to hear. Maybe it is if you're short. I don't know. But this looks very productive. It looks very, very productive down to those areas. You would probably be at $2.20 or lower by the end of this year. That'd be my thoughts, if not very early next year. Prove me wrong. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to see this thing go up. 360, you got to hold it. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. That's my thoughts, man. Yeah, we can pull it up on here, too, just for funsies. Yeah, that's bad. That's not good, man. That's really not good. This thing is going to new all-time lows. I'm more confident now than I was a second ago. Yep. Yep. Not good, man. I don't care if it bounces from here. You're at 358. I don't care if it does this. I don't care if it does this. It's dead. It's literally dead in the water. I have zero. I don't think if it were to bounce, I don't think you'll go above like 425. I don't think you'll get above this ribbon again. I think it's dead in the water. Sorry to say. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.